roughly about 850 million people would be considered at the bottom of the economic pyramid. 50% of the world's population create only 5% of the world's GDP, and the other 50% of the world's population create the 95% of the world's GDP. There's a huge chunk of people, I would say close to 4 to 4.5 billion people, who are quite poor. They are low middle income, they're quite poor. And they're not at the receiving end of international aid, or they're not looking forward to governmental social safety nets. They all operate in markets. They buy the goods and services in markets. They buy food in the market, they buy healthcare in the market, they buy education in the market, they buy skills. Everything happens in the market. Market forces work. Except that these markets are very inefficient. If we can create markets for these products and services where businesses can get a return, then it becomes sustainable. People can gain assets and wealth, and they can come out of poverty. Much of what I've done in the last 4 or 5 years is to bring a focus on the base of the pyramid, not the bottom of the pyramid, at the base of the pyramid, and look at models that businesses have used. Because the business of social welfare is a huge business. Government puts out $1 trillion. US businesses have not stepped up to the plate as far as poverty in our country is concerned. Business creates wealth, creates innovation, it creates reinvestment, and all this of businesses. Can business do something about this market? Businesses have to step in, I think. Have to step in, but businesses only step in if you give them a return. Otherwise, there's no need for them to step in, and that return need not be exorbitant return. It's got to be appropriate for what they do. So a lot of our businesses need to create social purpose businesses with adequate return. But in order to do that, the government and the social sector have to work together, understand the government has to be the key player. They have to be the key player because they're the biggest investor. But businesses can play a significant role. They can be a catalyst in bringing innovation. They can be a catalyst in putting this model together. You can do what businesses do and do very well. They come up with a valuable product which is appropriate for that client or the customer. Think of them as consumers. Of course, the product there should be willingness to pay, it's got to be affordable, and you got to reach them. Businesses that have succeeded in this segment have gone beyond what businesses do, and they've really engaged the community in the value creation. Therefore, a lot of the value creation stays with the community. They become entrepreneurs themselves, and they partake in that wealth. It's not just selling products and services. That's just consumption. They became co-producers, and they keep the wealth. And then businesses that have gone at the poor people. Here it is a whole ecosystem. They created an ecosystem which is very expensive for a private sector to create, because ecosystem is a public good. They can't afford to create the ecosystem because it's public good. They have to have a model to create the ecosystem. Bring the business to bear on the business model, and we might create for ourselves a better society.